Good morning, children. Let us learn cell referencing in Excel. What is cell referencing? The inclusion of cell address in a formula is known as cell reference. The inclusion of cell address in a formula is known as cell reference. Cell address means the cell number. Whenever you will click on any cell, the cell address will be shown in the name box. If you click on this cell, you can see the cell address is B2. B is the column number and 2 is the row number. If you click here, see the cell number has changed, so the cell address has changed. Now it is B6. If you click here, now the cell address is D6. D is the column and 6 is the row number. So the inclusion of cell address in a formula is known as cell reference. There are three types of cell referencing: relative cell referencing, absolute cell referencing, and mixed cell referencing. First of all, we will see relative cell referencing. It is a mode of cell referencing in which the address of the cell changes relatively when the formula is copied from one location to another. Okay. So now let us understand this concept with the following example. In this table, we will find the total for all these students. Here the marks of English, Math and Computer is given, and we have to find out the total of all the students one by one. So in this cell we will find the total, and for finding total we can use the sum formula. So we will write in this cell equals to sum bracket, and then we will drag from this cell to this cell and we'll close the bracket. You can see the cell number is here F9 colon H9. F9, this is F9 and this cell is H9. And if you press enter, the total for the first student, that is Bikash, will be found. So total is found over here. Now to find the total for other students, you need to simply drag this formula down. You can see the total is found for other student. Now if you see very carefully, in this first cell where the value is 289, the cell number is F9 colon H9. Cell number is F9 and H9. But if you go to the next cell down, you can see the cell number is here F10 H10. So the cell number has changed relatively when you have copied the formula down. Next cell, you can see it is F11 H11. Next cell, it is F12 H12. Next cell, it is F13 H13. So this way the formula has been copied and the cell reference has changed from one location to another location. The formula that you have written over here, it was equals to sum F9 colon H9. But when you have dragged it down, this formula has copied from this location to the other location down. But the cell reference has changed. The cell reference has changed. So this is the example of relative cell referencing, because the cell reference has changed relatively down in these cells. Now let us learn absolute cell referencing. Let us understand the absolute cell referencing. It is a mode of cell referencing in which the references to cell do not change when the formula is copied from one location to another. Now, let us understand this concept with the following example. In this table, we are going to find the simple interest. Here, principal, rate and time is given. And you know, for finding the simple interest, the formula is principal into rate into time divided by 100. So, principal is given, rate is given and time is given, and here we will find the simple interest. So, for finding simple interest, we write the formula equals to, then bracket, we'll click on principal into rate into time, bracket close, divide by this cell number. Here I have taken 100. Okay, 100 is in cell number G27. Now we will press enter. So we got the simple interest for the first student Bikash. Now if we drag it down, see what will happen. Now when you have dragged it down, it is showing the error message over here, because in this cell down, the cell reference has been changed. In this cell, the cell reference or cell number was C27, D27 and E27. But down in this cell, the cell reference has changed. It was C28, D28 and E28. So the cell reference has changed over here. Okay. And there is no value given over here. There is no value given over here. That means there is zero value. That's what is showing diff/0. This happened because whenever you have copied this formula down, the cell reference has changed. So what you have to do? We have to fix the cell reference. Means we have to fix the value 100 over here by putting $sign before G and before 27. Okay. We have to fix this 100 over here. Okay. You can see 100 is in cell number G27, and we have to fix the cell value 100 over here by putting $sign before G and H. As soon as you put $sign, as soon as you give $sign, now the cell value is fixed. Now the cell value is fixed, become fixed. Now this cell value, that means the 100 will not change. Now it is fixed. Now if you copy it down, see what will happen. Now the simple interest for other student has also come, because we have fixed the cell number, G27. We have fixed the cell number G27 over here by putting $sign before G and before 27. G is column number and 27 is the row number. So now the value is fixed over here. So according to the logic of absolute cell referencing, in which the references to the cell do not change when the formula is copied from one location to another. Yes. Now the reference over here is not changing. The reference over here is not changing. You can see the formula over here. It is C27, D27, E27 and then $G, $27. Next cell, it is C28, D28, E28, $G, $27. You have seen this cell reference has not changed. Next cell, you can see C29, D29, E29. These are changing, but this G $27 is not changing. Next cell C30, D30, E30, but $G $27 is not changing. Next cell C31, D31, E31, but $G $27 is not changing because we have made it fixed. Next cell it is C32, D32, E32, but $G $27 is not changing. Next cell it is C33, D33, E33, but $G $27 has not changed. Okay, because we know in absolute cell referencing the cell do not change when the formula is copied from one location to another. So here the cell G27 has not changed. Here the cell G27 has not changed for all these cells. Okay, so this is the example of absolute cell referencing where the cell do not change when the formula is copied from one location to another. Now let us see one more type of cell referencing, that is mixed cell referencing. Mixed cell referencing, it is a combination of relative and absolute cell referencing. Okay. Now let us understand this concept with the following example. In this table we are going to generate the multiplication table of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. You can follow one thing over here. When we will find the multiplication table of 2, then this column B will remain fixed. This column B will remain fixed because we have to find out the multiplication table of 2. So it will be 2 into 1, 2 into 3, 2, 2 into 3, 2 into 4, 2 into 5, 2 into 6, 2 into 7, 2 into 8, 2 into 9. So 2 is fixed and 2 is in column B. Okay, and the row 45 will also be fixed because we are going to multiply 2 with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you have to fix this column B and row 45. You have to fix column B and row 45. So you know, to find the multiplication table you have to do a product over here of 2 into 1, 2 into 3. So the formula that we have written over here is $B, because you have to fix the column B first. So it is $B, and then you have to fix the row 45 into $45. So we have fixed column B over here. We have fixed column B over here, and we have fixed row 45 over here by giving $sign. Okay. So this is an example of mixed cell referencing where the column is fixed in this cell referencing and row is fixed in this cell referencing. And this is the combination of relative and absolute cell referencing. And if you press enter and if you drag, you will get the cell, you will get the values for all these cell, and you will get the multiplication table of 2. Now if you again drag down, you will get the multiplication table for others number also this way. Okay, understood? So we have seen all three type of cell referencing: relative cell referencing, absolute cell referencing and mixed cell referencing. Okay children, thank you very much.